All right, we're back. Claire said we'll be in touch later. They are on their way to a safe house. And we just found out that Roxy appears to be the next healing situation. Because somebody's at her house waiting to kidnap her, knocking on the door. She's grabbed a knife to arm herself. In my last playthrough, I told her to barricade the door. And she did that as well. I just wasn't sure if that's like, if I just chose the right option last time or if she will do whatever we tell her to do. Okay. Be careful, over and out. All right. All right. It's kind of pointless. What am I waiting for? What am I waiting for? I've now arrived at my company. Pretty spooky here. The office is deserted at this time of day. Does he have, like, a lot of employees? I guess he has some employees. Oh, sorry. My microphone's wobbly. I wanted to check it. And then I was going to turn my flashlight on, but then I remembered that this is all being recorded. Okay, what are you going to do now? Are you technically as well equipped there too? Very good, then you're safe too. Very good, then you're safe too. I hope so. Right. Helmut, do you have the files? Do you have the files? Oh, right, we're in the investigators chat. Just a moment. I'm putting them in a zip folder. What files are these now? You'll receive them shortly. These are all files, folders, and media that we were able to secure from JK or Jesua Kramer. Victoria had been taking care of it before she died. It's kind of hitting me right now how sad it is that Victoria died. Like, I've had to kind of, like, have that whole hour to get back into it a little bit. But yeah, that sucks. Have you found anything else? I'm so incredibly sorry. I'm so incredibly sorry. Please, let's focus on the files. Most of them, as expected, unfortunately encrypted. Now that I'm on my own, and the work at the crime scene is also not yet completed, I asked Wolf to take a look at the files. Holy shit. That's almost 1 terabyte of data. So that'll keep me busy for a while. Don't we have more important things to do right now? You better get to work then. There has to be a lot of important stuff in there. Has to be a lot of important stuff in there. Sorry, Wolf. Yep, that's my guess too. Oh, here's a video with the title Valentine. So that could be interesting for you, Indigo. I don't know if I want to see that. Now I'm curious. Me too. It's possible these are clues to his death, so that lead us to Crow. I'm opting out at this point. Please get in touch if you find anything of interest. He's pissed. I suggest you and Hans take care of the file. I'll go through the rest. But I chose Victoria. Why is he so pissed at me? Yay, Hans. Here we go again. Yay, Hans. I love that little guy. 59. Nice. Just kidding. Alright, thank you, Wolf. I'll send that over to Hans right away. Where's my buddy Hans? There he is. Oh, nice to hear from you, Indigo. You texted me. Likewise. No time for jokes, sorry. Likewise. Hey, buddy. Let's get to work. I'm very enthusiastic. I gave my daughter her first hacking lesson today. Aww. You're a good dad. Nice. Can we start hacking now? Hans is the best. You're a good dad. Here. Let's get cracking. Or should I say hacking? He does. That's exactly the joke he made. I know my Hans. Okie dokie smokies. I shall hack and then be back. I'm getting way more tired than I thought I was, but so Hansi just said, great work, Indigo, or something like that. We'll see. Excellent work, Indigo. We got the video called Valentine. Take a look straight away.
I have to get something off my chest. Yesterday at the hospital, something really tragic happened on my ward of all places. And it was a medical error. Somebody got an overdose of morphine. Oh my God. My patient, Miss Strelick, she didn't make it. And I feel awful, and I don't know how to live with my guilt, and I mean, technically it wasn't even my fault. The nurse just gave her a too large a dose of morphine, and I should have checked. Oh my God.
So Valentine is not the one who gave the too large of a dose. Yeah. Maybe you should show this to Anna. Thank you. Whoever that was. Is that Shadow or Wolf? Must have been Wolf. If there's nothing else, I say, hasta la vista, baby. Hasta la vista. Thank you, Hans. Oh, God. Hasta la vista. All right. Anna, right? Anna. We found this video on JK's computer. Valentine. If Crow knew the video, that would mean, my God, that's the proof. That's the proof. Now we know for sure that Crow manipulated me. He deliberately twisted the facts. I'm such an idiot. Yes, he knew that the others were innocent. Yes, that's exactly why I had to show you the video. He did everything to fool your anger. Yeah, he knew the others were innocent. Except Roxy. And now also Roxy's life is in danger because of me. Julius will surely get there in time. Maybe this was all to punish Roxy. Maybe Roxy's not guilty, but this was all just to punish her. Because she is the one who did the thing that she was accused of doing. That theory doesn't make sense. The theory makes no sense, because then why would Valentine and others actually die? Why do they have to be involved if they're innocent? None of that makes sense. Julius will surely get there in time. No matter what happens to her, it's not your fault. I'm very worried about her, too. No matter what happens to her, it's not your fault. I can't stand it anymore. Thanks, Indigo. I'll ask in the group chat if everyone else thinks it's your fault. Thanks, Indigo, for lying to me. Let me see what other people think. Thanks for telling me what you think. Roxy, say something, please. Julius, did you arrive at her place yet? I tried to reach her again, too. Without any luck. Crap, he shouldn't have gone by himself. Julius will surely get in touch soon. We have to do something. Crap, he shouldn't have gone by himself. Crap, didn't I say Byrne should go with him? Julius already took care of my rescue. He will also free Roxy from the clutches of the doctor. Your rescue involved him coming and picking you up. And then driving you home. But he's a glorified Uber driver. Nevertheless, I must admit, I'm worried about them too. Does anybody have Roxy's address? Don't you dare, Andreas. Nope, sorry. No, I'm sorry to disappoint you. More waiting. How long is this going to carry on? Every time we get a little closer to Crow, someone from our group dies. Also, how does Wolf not have people's address by now? Soon there will be no one left. This must stop now. Lucy, please. We can't lose anyone else. Lucy, we already talked about this. We can't lose anyone else. Exactly. So how long are we going to let this coward terrorize us? What are we going to do? What's your plan? This pathetic freak is hiding behind these healings and behind his minions. What the hell? He doesn't even dare show us his face. What a coward. Dr. Crow was added to the group. Who did that? What is this now? Who did this? How is this possible? Who did this? I'd love to know too. Oh God. Y'all, I think we're about to find out.
I'm not afraid to show my true face. You're the ones who go through life wearing a mask. I think it's time to reveal my identity to you.
Surprised?
It's Roxy! That's not funny, Roxy. I just can't believe this. You've all been groping in the dark. This simply can't be true. Roxy? Dr. Crow has been with us from the beginning. Yes, he has. Dr. Crow changed his avatar. Your naivety doesn't fail to surprise me. I didn't think my cover would hold up. Dang it, that was a call. Hold on. I need to see something. Yeah, you can't see anything in the background. You need to be able to see the background of the picture. I didn't think my cover-up would hold up this long. Lucy, your words had some truth in them. I guess Dr. Crow's voice is going to be Roxy's voice now, but I'm working my way back into it. I will change the world. And for that, the world must know my true face. A revolution always begins in the shadows, but it has to end in the light. It's a little bit Roxy, a little bit like she was putting on a little bit of a ditzy thing, I think. In my story. In the story I'm telling with the voices I'm doing. I'm still completely speechless. I'm not interested in your gibberish. Nobody needs your monologues right now. What about Julius? Oh, God, yes. Poor Julius. How can we save him? Asshole. I've been waiting for this name. Raise the curtains for your great healing, Julius.
Welcome to your healing, Julius.
The unknown in the depths of the water makes even a tough facade like you shudder. You can't escape. The chain on your foot will slowly pull you into the water, and in a few minutes your lungs will be flooded. If our friends don't solve the riddles, you will die in the depths.
Something kind of scarier about her using her actual voice and not like the voice modulator as Dr. Crow. That is more chilling. Her real voice feels more chilling than that. You might have noticed I took a screenshot again because I can't, in the strangers group chat, I can't look at the media, and I know I'm going to need to be able to look at some of this later. So now we know who you are, and the madness still won't stop. I thought if we could expose her, we could finally stop her. Why? Why did you think that? We have to expose her and arrest her. Why should something so trivial interfere with my plans? You better concentrate on good old Julius. Especially you, Indigo. I'm ready. Let him go already. Why? Me. You'll be caught anyway. Why? Me. Why are you singling me out? Soon, Indigo. How can you do this to Julius? He just loves you, not as much as he loves Wolf, but he loves you. He came to your rescue without hesitating. He wanted to save you. That's exactly why I'm doing it for him. He is not incurable. If he survives his healing, he will become part of my paradise. He is being given the greatest honor. But enough. I just want to hear an answer from Indigo to this riddle. If anyone but Indigo answers, Julius will die immediately. Which tank is the first to fill completely with water? You better hurry. Okay. I think it's 2, because water goes in through 5. But it has to drain up to get into 4. So I think it's 2. That is correct. Sorry, I should have looked at it longer, but I'm really tired. I'm so sorry. Did I forget to explain the rules? I'll ask you a total of 4 questions, and you can only answer 1 incorrectly. You answered the first one correctly. That means there are 3 more questions, and you get to answer 1 of them incorrectly. If you answer 2 of them wrong, Julius will drown. You better concentrate. OMG, I'd be devastated if something happened to Julius. Can we delete her from the group chat? I will solve your riddles. You are such a coward, it's unbelievable. I'll solve your stupid riddles, you stupid B-word. Roxy, why can't we help Indigo? I don't owe you any answers, Tim. I'm now preparing something for the next riddle. You have a moment to catch your breath, and don't worry. Of course, Julius's chains won't move in the meantime either. I'm not a monster after all. Talk soon. Come up here, Bean. Okay, I gotta pause. My dog sounds like she's about to throw up. Okay, I accidentally advanced the conversation with Shadow a little bit. But Byrne said, I'm still stunned. How could Roxy be so good at pretending? She deceived us all. She deceived all of us. Psychopaths are masters of deception. You should know that, Byrne. Because you know a lot of stuff. Not because you're a psychopath. Disgusting how she played with us. I'm at a loss for words right now, too. All right. What? Roxy is Dr. Crow? Clara and I are in total shock. I didn't suspect her for a second. I'll try to help you from here. Help you support Julius somehow. Sorry, I'm eating ice cream. Thanks, Shadow. Hurry, please. Thanks, Shadow. Can Shadow give me answers to the riddles? Without Roxy knowing? Back in a minute. Using the secret chat? Can't Shadow give me answers using the secret chat? Her or Wolf? Alright. I'm like waiting for her to answer. That is madness. How can Roxy do that to us? We trusted her. She's a monster. We trusted her. Indigo, we have to save Julius. Oh no, I was gonna just not. You know, I'm tired of saving people. I'm done. I'm eating my ice cream and going to bed. Of course, Anna. Of course we have to save Julius. I'm so scared of the second task. You're not the one who has to solve the riddles and make decisions that save somebody else's life again. Please come online quickly. Wolf filled me in on everything. Just unbelievable that someone from your healing group actually is Dr. Crow. I know, I never suspected Roxy for a second. Neither of those is fully true. I suspected her for a second. That's exactly where the crux of the matter lies. This is not Roxy. What do you mean? But she confessed everything. Who else is she supposed to be? What do you mean? The person you know as Roxy is someone completely different. How did Wolf not dig this up? I started a search in our databases. This is the real Roxy. She looks nothing like that Roxy. I've never seen this woman before. Why didn't you figure this out sooner? I've never seen this woman before. Why didn't Wolf look this stuff up soon? Or why didn't they look us up? A classic case of identity theft. I'm so annoyed with myself. We should have focused more on the group members. Anyway, I was an idiot and never saw any reason to do that. We were aware that there were several healing groups, but no person ever showed up in both groups at the same time. And there was no connection between the groups. Well, now there is. Because Winnie's our friend and Andreas is our boyfriend. Or he will be. Still, I should have run a background check on the group members. Please learn from mistakes. Oh, people learn from mistakes. Not a question of blame now. Sorry. Helmet. What's our next step? We should focus on the following question. What is Crow's true identity? Who is the woman in your group? And we will in just a moment because I'm going to finish my ice cream. Hi. Hi. What you doing? What you doing? Were you surprised to find out who Dr. Crow was? Were you surprised? Yeah. Yeah. Come here. Lay down your head. Lay down your head. Yeah. Were you upset? Were you upset that it was Roxy? I said, I liked Roxy, Mommy. I don't know why she was so mean. I don't know why she had to be so mean to all my other friends. She didn't hurt Anna, did she? Anna has a dog. I like people who have dogs. I like people who like dogs because I'm a dog, Mommy. How do you feel about it being Roxy? Are you upset? What you looking at? Where's your baby? Where's your baby? Is this your baby? Is this your baby? It's a baby. Say it's a baby just like me. It's a baby just like me. Are you baby? Are you baby? Yeah. Are you upset that it's Roxy? Who would you rather it be? You don't want it to be Andreas, do you? He's our buddy. He's our buddy. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, can I go back to the game now? Can I go back to playing? Yeah, I can. Okay. Yeah. Are you happy? Are you happy it's almost over? See, Mommy, it's not almost over. Then it's gonna be the next game, and the next game, and the next game. Okay. Bye. Apologies for how choppy this video is. There's a lot going on. It's like a big reveal, but Andy doesn't care about big reveals. When she needs attention, she needs attention. Okay. I'm here now. Julius's chains are now pulling him further into the depths. Right down into death. Let's increase your motivation a bit. Julius is online. Guys. Julius, how are you? You have to tell us everything you know. Julius, is it really you? Julius, how are you? I'm not doing well at all, guys. It's Roxy. She's behind everything. She set me up. The address she gave me, that was a dead end. Oh, it's not even her real address. I was overpowered by 2 masked people and shoved into a van. Julius. We know about Roxy, Julius. She's forcing Indigo to solve puzzles. If Indigo gets 2 answers wrong... Why? Lucy, why are you telling him this? She will kill me. I know. Except for the chat function, everything is locked on my phone. I was going to send you my location and call you. Not a chance. But that's not all. A mechanism is pulling me deeper and deeper into a freezing pool. The water already reaches up to my chest. This terrible emptiness underneath me. It feels just as awful as it did then. Back when he was in the deep water. Can't believe Roxy is making you suffer like this. Is she still with you? No, she was never here. The cell phone was given to me by one of her psycho accomplices. I will save you, I promise. Please hang in there a little longer. I'm so terribly sorry. I'll save you, I promise. Indigo, it's okay. I'm incredibly grateful to you for trying to save me. Don't blame yourself if it doesn't work out. Getting emotional in the face of death, are we? Cute. You sick piece of crap. You misunderstand. I'm doing this for you, Julius. I'm giving you the greatest gift possible. The opportunity to be healed. By confronting your greatest fear, being purified and becoming a part of my new perfect world. I'm completely out of your mind. Roxy, I'm begging you to see reason. Roxy, her name's not really Roxy though. You're completely out of your mind. You'll understand it too one day, Indigo. But for now, let's get back to Julius. The water is literally up to his neck. You disgusting monster. Don't worry, dear Lucy. Soon phase 2 of your healing will begin. Indigo, here comes the second task. Ignorance and recklessness. A boulder that is rolled down a slope. Who dies? Lucy, Tim, Anna, me, or Julius himself? So we've got the boulder. All right, let's try to take our time with this one. So the question is who dies? Whoops. Right? Who dies? Yeah, who dies? So the assumption is that everyone else will live, but one person will die. Okay. So in theory, the ball will roll down here, and theoretically should be able, depending on how it rolls, to roll like that. And then it lands here. Whoops. And if it rolls like that, it lands here and hits that up to here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because there's no guarantee that part is going to hit Anna, who's D. So it could kill her. But then the spikes of the rolling ball could hit Roxy or and yeah, it looks like there's a little scoop at the end. If you look at this, there's a little scoop at the end. So if it hits that just right, it might be able to roll that back up to Julius. So probably it wouldn't kill Lucy or Tim at all. But I don't know. Indigo, I know you can do this. Thank you, sweetheart. No clear answer to this. Please let it be right. Please let it be right. Roxy, come on. That was right, wasn't it? Guys, the mechanism has stopped. The chain stopped pulling me underwater. I got it right. One more. Well done, Indigo. Thanks to you, Julius can breathe for another few precious minutes. Task was very simple. To be honest, I was just guessing. I wasn't just guessing. It also wasn't that simple. It was just annoying. Roxy, please let Julius go. This is entirely in the hands of Indigo. Oh, in that case, I say let him go. I say let him go. Just let him go. There we go. Simple. It's entirely in my hands. I'm perfectly fine with just letting him go. Let's move on to the third task. 100 pessimists have spent an afternoon writing on a sheet of paper. On the sheet there are now 100 sentences, numbered from 1 to 100. The first sentence is called, "Exactly one sentence on this sheet is false." The second, "Exactly 2 sentences on this sheet are false." The third, "Exactly 3 sentences on this sheet are false," and so on. A single sentence of these 100 sentences is correct. Which one is it? So the last one is exactly 100 sentences is false. So the answer is 99. Because there's 100 things on there. And since each one says exactly this, right? Like exactly 1 is false. Like all of them up to 100 are false. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just like 100 of these sentences is false, except for the last one. Except for the one that says, like, one of them is still true. One of the sentences is still true. So it's the sentence 99 sentences. Exactly 99 of these sentences are false. I don't know how else to explain it. The 99th sentence is correct. I'm kind of flying through these, but I just don't know how much more, like, how to spend more time on these than that. Like, I don't know what else to even walk through on those. Well done, the answer is correct. Indigo. Yes. Thank you. Oh, thank God. I told you I'd save you, Julius. I have to say, you never cease to amaze me, Indigo. It shows me that I was right to choose you. Oh, F off, Roxy. Chosen what for? Roxy, tell me what you want from me already. I'm so sick of this. Don't worry, we'll get to that later. After you were able to answer 3 out of 4 tasks correctly, you have successfully guided Julius through the first stage to his healing. Through the first stage. Julius is free. You're letting Julius go. You're letting Julius go. Indigo, we had an incredible breakthrough. I ran Roxy through our facial recognition software. And, quick, Julius's life is at stake. You come up with this very early. And the software took way too long to perform the entire database matching. That's why I entered the following as a filter: TB or BT. And this actually gave me a result. B. Tiffenbrunner. The name sounds somehow familiar. Are there authors? No one hears you, little lamb. No one hears you, little lamb. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Battery. Sorry, jump scare. Bea Tiefenbrunner? Yes. So it wasn't TB, it was BT. Why did she put her initials backwards? Take a look at this. This man is Horst Tiefenbrunner. Bible killer dead. The horror comes to an end. 6 victims, including Mona S., who I think is age 25. I think Mona is like Wolf's ex-girlfriend or something. I guess I should read this. This is also by Rebecca Bauman because she writes like everything. She also wrote the story about Wolf after this series of events. So the article we read about Wolf back when Julius was like, you're that Wolf, was relation to this series of events that he helped to solve. And at some point in the game, I think it was this game, yeah, he's like, I've lost so many already. He said Mona, Gabriella, and now Victoria or something. I don't remember what he said. Oh, and now Shadow. Right, he said Mona, Gabriella, and Shadow. So Gabriella is his ex-girlfriend from The Sign, which is not a spoiler. She was his ex-girlfriend at the very beginning of the game. And obviously you know who Shadow is. And then Mona is from 7, which I've said this before, but apparently, according to Google Play Store, I've played at least one of these two 7 games, these two games in the series of games called 7. There's 2 games called 7. I've played one of them, but I remember literally nothing. So everything I'm getting is from what I've pieced together, basically from this game. Okay. For several weeks, a brutal series of murders spread horror all over Germany. The so-called Bible killer How are we in America now? Wolf gets around, man. He's been in Germany solving this case. Now he's in America solving The Sign and then The Healing. Because notice that Roxy's passport photo was an American passport, which means they want you to believe all of this is happening in America. For several weeks, a brutal series of murders spread horror all over Germany. The so-called Bible killer murdered a total of 6 young adults and left biblical inscriptions on their corpses. Now the identity of the alleged perpetrator has been clarified. We spoke to Chief Detective Hannah Feist, the head of the SOKO Bible killer. All the victims were former students of the Erich Kastner School, where Horst T. used to teach. The messages left on the corpses leave no doubt that all of the murders were committed. They repeated that phrase. That all of the murders were committed by the same perpetrator. Up to this moment, the police have provided little information to the public about the evidence and clues that led to the murderer. For Hannah Feist, however, one thing is certain. If Horst T. hadn't been stopped, other young people would certainly have fallen victim to him. The 51-year-old religions teacher, Horst T., good God, is said to have been responsible for the cruel kidnappings and subsequent murders. We reported about it already in the past weeks. Professor Manfred Feist from the University of Würzburg sees his last name's Feist too? Is he related to Hannah? Sees delusional religious enthusiasm combined with a severe form of personality disorder as triggers for the act. Professor Feist, on the alleged perpetrator, Horst T., the acts appear to be a typical message from a psychopath. I'm so sorry. I'm having so much trouble reading this today. He was convinced that he was acting on behalf of God and wanted to bring this to the public. Today, it was confirmed to us that Horst T. has died. Further information on the death of the Bible killer is currently being withheld from the public. The man is Horst Tiefenbrunner, But unfortunately, we don't know 100% yet which connection she has to the Bible killer. Do you think he was her father? Coincidence? After all, the name of Detective Feist was the same as that of the professor in the article. No matter what the connection is, it won't be good. Coincidence? Yeah, 2 coincidences. True, but we think a coincidence is unlikely in this case. However, I wanted to share some other positive news with you. We searched for Roxy's face in all available footage from local surveillance cameras for Bea's face, or B. I heard somebody else pronounce it Bea, and I kind of like that better. And we actually had a very recent match. She recently left Park Street heading south. I'll head over there right away. I think we're winding down, guys. I think we're coming to the end. Why doesn't anyone say anything? Julius, are you okay? I need to see if the media is working suddenly by magic, by mystery. It's not. Look at my 2 little handsome fellows right here next to each other. Look at these 2. Look at these 2 handsome faces. I mean, all of them have beautiful faces. But I'm just like so drawn in by those 2 next to each other. Okay. I still can't. Yeah, that could be a problem later. I mean, it won't be because I already know, but I can't explain how I know because I don't have the picture and I forgot to screenshot it. Guys, Indigo. Guys. Sorry, I've been hanging out with Tim too much. Guys, Indigo. You really did it. The chains just popped open. I got out of this fucking pool. I was so worried about you. Indigo, we have to thank you for that. Yeah, you really do. I mean, yeah, I've also gotten a bunch of other people killed. Or at least Victoria. And that sucks, so let's call it even. Thank God. I was so tense. Tell us where you are, we'll come to you. How are you? Do you need a doctor? I'm so happy too. Tell us where you are, we'll come to you. I've got to process this first. Roxy's betrayal. The water, the deep pool. Yeah, but we have to get you out of there. And we have to get you out of the imminent danger. You don't have to process before you're out of the imminent danger. The trauma from my childhood, the fear of drowning. Give me a few minutes. Roxy, you have to stop with this madness. We know who you are and we defeated you again. Give up already. Turn yourself in. How cute. I showed my face because I wanted to. The way I wanted to. Why did you reveal yourself to us? Keep telling yourself that. No, we are several steps ahead of you by now. I wouldn't say that. Then she might start looking around for how or why we might be ahead of her. We can't let her know that we feel confident. When I decided to be in a healing group incognito for the first time, not only as a participant and as the master manipulator, I realized then it would be just a matter of time. I was expecting to be exposed nearly immediately, but no. No one figured out that I am Dr. Crow. Well, we didn't even know to suspect somebody in the group. Neither you, your pathetic hackers, nor the police. All you had to do was put 1 and 1 together. Even that wannabe reporter, Thomas, figured it out. I've been monitoring his cloud since he joined our group. That's how I knew he was following the right lead. Unfortunately, he ended up being poisoned. Why do you have to die if you're going to reveal yourself anyway? What exactly did he figure out? How did he find out about you? Why did he have to die if you were going to reveal yourself anyway? No one will get in the way of my new world order. He would have warned Julius, and I couldn't let that happen. Here's the video that he sent. The uncorrupted one.
After the goldsmith died, I began to suspect Crow might be a part of the group.
The goldsmith.
We already know that Crow is a woman. That leaves only Lucy, Roxy, and Anna from the original healing group. I can definitely rule out Anna. Her story is far too believable. So we only have Lucy and Roxy left. I was able to find Lucy's spa online. That covers 100% of Anna's story. Roxy, on the other hand, turned out to be a tricky one. I couldn't find anything about her. Nothing at all. I will now make my way to the civil registry. My older buddy Marco can maybe give me some info under the table.
So I told Shadow, I'm like, how do we know we can trust Andreas? And she said, do you think I was just sitting around doing nothing while you were reaching out to him? I looked him up. I researched him. Why wasn't she able to do the same about Roxy? But also, why was he not able to find out anything about Roxy? There is a real Roxy. There is that real Roxy from the passport photo. So she does exist. I don't know. I'm confused. Damn, we should have noticed that too. We will avenge his death, I promise. He didn't deserve this. He didn't deserve this. I'm not a killer. I just keep killing people. I'm creating a new, better world. But I will not allow the plague to spread in it. Why? Because the plague kills people? I've had enough. Victoria, Valentine, Thomas, and all the other victims. You wanted to kill Clara and me. This ends now. Your survival was my one and only mistake. Such a thing will not happen again. You think you're still in control? We are on to you, Bea Tiefenbrunner. Impressive. So you've uncovered my birth name. No one before you has ever managed to do that. We'll also manage to stop you. Just tell us why you're doing all this. And then leave us alone. Go to jail. Isn't it past your jail time? I wish that was the first time. I wish I just made that up, because that would have been really funny. Because the way I said it sounded like I was saying, go to bed. But I didn't make that up. And it's a reference to a thing I don't want to think about right now. So, do you want to understand why I'm healing this sick world? So you want to understand. There must never be such monsters again. Monsters like him. My father was a very sick man. On the one hand, he was obsessed with his faith. On the other hand, controlled by his primitive feelings. The press called him the Bible killer. Horst Tiefenbrunner was your father? Now everything makes sense. You're no better than him. He was your father? Where's Wolf? Wolf encountered this guy in some way. Yes, he was. What are you talking about? Am I going to share the article? Yeah. But where's Wolf? Wolf dealt with this. I don't know exactly the story, but and that girl in the picture is somebody that Wolf was very close to and cared a lot about. So I don't know why he's not even responding. Is he already busy helping with orphans? He's like, we got the killer here. I gotta help with the orphan stuff. But that's not really possible, probably, because he didn't get, I guess, I don't know. Oh God, your father was the Bible killer. Newspapers were full of it a few years ago. They're still full of it. I remember it as well. But Roxy, Bea, why are you doing this? Especially if you're condemning your father's actions. I guess it's time to tell you the whole story. My story. The world must finally understand that my deeds are significant and that the new world order is the only salvation. Don't you see it? My father's actions were absolutely monstrous. If someone had healed him of the evil inside him much earlier, None of those people would have died. If only I had been a little stronger when I was a teenager. Did he hurt you? You don't deserve any sympathy. Did he hurt you? My childhood was very violent. If I behaved sinfully, I was locked in an empty room. He would beat me if my behavior was not true to the Bible. The very worst thing was that he was unaware of his wickedness. He thought he was doing the right thing. He didn't realize how infected, how sick he was. I just couldn't take it anymore. I was 12 when I tried to perform my first healing. What did you do? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. What did you do? He wanted to lock me up in the sin room again. But then I saw it for the first time. It was like an enlightenment. I understood my role. I was destined for the unbelievable. His abysmal wickedness could be removed. I grabbed the kitchen knife and started cutting. Into his arms, his chest, his face. Each cut removed a little more of his plague. Unfortunately, he managed to escape. He locked himself in the sin room and called the police from there. Although my work was not yet done, he was not yet healed. Were you arrested? Has he ever taken revenge? Were you arrested? No. The universe opened a new door for me. My father twisted the facts and made them believe that I repeatedly went after him. And the judge believed him. Well, you did. That's exactly what you did. I was placed in a foster home for children with behavioral problems. And my father continued with his life. He moved to another city and began a new life as a religion teacher. And there he became what the press called the Bible killer. In the home, however, I came to recognize one of my gifts, the gift of inspiring others. 2 young brothers saw me as their leader. They both experienced terrible things in their childhood and knew I was right. The world must be healed, and I am the one who will do it. I'm going to have to end on that note. I think there's just one episode left, and I'm very tempted to just record it right after this one, but I don't think that would be a good idea because I want to be able to go through it properly and give it a good amount of time and really enjoy these final moments of playing the healing with you. Because I've enjoyed this game. It has a very special place in my heart. Among all the games like this that I've played, there's something about this one that just sticks with me. And his name is Andreas. I'm just kidding. So yeah, I want to be able to wrap this up properly. And I think that I should do that with some sleep. So Roxy is Dr. Crow. And yeah, maybe I'll do one thing. Are you talking about JK and Oni, 2 brothers? I've had enough of your excuses. Are you talking about JK and Oni? Let's get that answer out there just at the very end of this episode. Correct. One brother was impulsive and hid his true self behind a doll. The other one was quiet and only concerned with fulfilling his duties. With these brothers by my side, I also accomplished the first healing. New chairwoman of the Ulrich Group home elected. After outstanding performance and care, Johanna Silberhand was overwhelmingly elected to the board of directors of the nursing home. I'm so incredibly happy to be able to give back to these children. They make me smile every day. I want to give them the same, says Silberhand in tears after her election. Johanna Silberhand became a board member after 4 years of service. In her first 3 years, she didn't stand out that much, and some colleagues even referred to her as problematic. In her 4th year, however, Silberhand blossomed and became a favorite of children and colleagues alike. I wanted to get that revelation about JK and Oni out because I just didn't want to start the next episode with that. We were the ones that brought about this change of heart in her. In the past, she didn't care how us kids were doing. She never intervened when there was a conflict. At times, she even found it amusing when we hurt each other. I know how awful these homes can be. Unfortunately, there were also some nuns in my home who didn't care about us at all. I recognized the plague in her, like I did with my father. Okay, and on that note, I know this is in the middle of a reveal, but I knew that the 2 brothers were JK and Oni, and I wanted to get that out of there. So that's how she got involved with JK and Oni. That's how she got them into her circle. Okay, but now I'm for real leaving. All right. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow for what I'm almost certain the next episode will be the grand finale of The Healing. Ta-ta!